You know that blouse? The one that used to make you feel put together, polished, even a little powerful. Maybe it was your go-to for meetings, dinners, or those moments when you wanted to feel like your best self. But lately, something's shifted. You put it on, look in the mirror, and instead of feeling uplifted, you feel a little off. Not wrong, just not quite you anymore. Here's the truth, it's not the blouse that changed. You did. And that's not something to mourn, it's something to honor. As women, we've been taught to hold onto what used to work. But after 60, life whispers something different. It asks us to let go of what no longer serves us, not just in our closets, but in our self-image. This isn't about throwing everything out or following fashion rules made for someone half your age. It's about something much deeper. It's about aligning how you dress with who you are now, not who you were or who the world expects you to be. Your blouse should speak the truth of the woman you've become, elegant, grounded, wise, radiant without trying. If it tugs, pulls, scratches, or simply doesn't light you up anymore, maybe it's not meant for this chapter of your story. Because style after 60 isn't about trying harder. It's about letting go with grace. In this video, we're not going to shame your choices or dictate trends. We're going to explore together the subtle yet powerful shifts you can make to ensure that every blouse you wear feels like an act of self-respect. We'll look at what's worth letting go of and, more importantly, what's worth embracing now. So if you've ever stood in your closet and felt like nothing fits, not just your body but your spirit, this is your moment. Let's begin. Let's begin gently with truth. No judgment, no shame, just a quiet invitation to notice. You see, over time, our relationship with clothing shifts. What once made us feel strong or stylish may no longer serve the woman we are now. And yet, we keep some of these pieces around out of habit, nostalgia, or hope that maybe, just maybe, it still works. But sometimes, what we're holding onto is actually holding us back. Let's take a thoughtful look at 5 types of blouses that, while once beloved, might now be quietly aging us, dimming our confidence, or disconnecting us from our natural elegance. 1. The ultra-fitted button-up blouse. You probably had a few of these in your prime wardrobe, structured, tailored, crisp. They symbolized order, effort, and polish. But let's be honest, what once fit like a glove now feels more like armor. Our bodies change, posture shifts, the bust pulls at buttons, the fabric stiffens against our softening midsection. We find ourselves adjusting constantly, tugging, straightening, holding our breath to close the last button. That's not elegance. That's tension. A blouse should never demand your attention all day. It should offer comfort and confidence without asking anything in return. If a blouse clings in all the wrong places, makes you feel restricted, or pulls your focus away from the life in front of you, it's time to let it go. Not with bitterness, but with gratitude. It served you, now release it. What to wear instead? Blouses with gentle drape and movement. Look for soft tailoring, stretch blends, tunic lengths, or A-line cuts. Choose natural fabrics with ease, and if you still love a button-up, find one with hidden stretch, pleated backs, or forgiving seams. Freedom isn't just a feeling. Sometimes it's a fabric, too. The cap sleeve blouse. It's such a small detail, just a little sleeve, right? But cap sleeves, those short, horizontal cut sleeves that stop mid-upper arm, can unintentionally create a visual box around your shoulders. They cut the natural line of the arm, drawing attention to a place many women would prefer to soften, not spotlight. After 60, our arms carry stories, strength, caregiving, years of effort. And yet, many of us feel vulnerable about this part of our body. Cap sleeves do nothing to support that vulnerability with grace. Instead of highlighting the femininity of the arm, they flatten it, widen it. Make it feel like something to hide, but your arms aren't the problem. The sleeve is. What to wear instead? Reach for flutter sleeves, kimono sleeves, dolman sleeves, styles that glide, not grip. These options soften your silhouette, offer coverage without constraint, and create elegant movement that echoes your presence. The goal isn't to hide your arms, it's to respect them. 3. The loud, overbearing print. We've all bought one. Maybe it was a blouse covered in neon florals, oversized polka dots, a bold animal print. It felt fun, playful, daring even, and for a time it worked. But prints speak. And sometimes they speak louder than we do. After 60, many women find that their style becomes more refined, not because they're dulling down, but because they've learned the power of subtlety. Bold, clashing prints can begin to wear you rather than you wearing them. They can overpower your features, distract from your expressions, and cling to a version of yourself that no longer exists. A print should highlight your natural radiance, not compete with it. What to wear instead? Choose tone-on-tone prints, soft geometrics, watercolor patterns, or small, modern florals. Look for muted tones and depth rather than shock value. Let your blouse complement your skin, eyes, and energy, not pull focus from them. You don't need noise to be noticed, you need presence. For the overly embellished or childlike top. Sequins, glittery text, cartoon designs, rhinestones forming words like Sparkle Queen. We all had that one fun top that made us laugh or reminded us of a joyful moment, and joy should never be dismissed. But joy doesn't require gimmicks. At this stage in life, you've earned your dignity, your depth, your sense of peace. So ask yourself, does this blouse reflect who I am today? Childlike embellishments often feel like costumes, attempts to recapture something that's already evolved into something more powerful, grace. What to wear instead? Opt for quiet detail. Try delicate embroidery, lace insets, or mother-of-pearl buttons. Choose elegance that whispers, not glitz that shouts. When you walk into a room, your glow should come from within, not from rhinestones. 5. The boxy, shapeless blouse. Let's talk comfort, because so many women reach for these oversized, square-cut tops in search of ease. And yes, we all want room to breathe, but there's a difference between comfort and camouflage. Boxy tops tend to erase your figure. They hang like a curtain, creating bulk, shortening the body, and making you look heavier than you are. Instead of honoring your shape, they hide it completely. And here's the hard truth. Comfort should never come at the cost of your identity. You don't need to shrink into your clothes to disappear from sight. You've earned the right to show up fully exactly as you are. What to wear instead? Try blouses with gentle structure. Princess seams, soft A-line shapes, wrap blouses, or tunic styles with side slits. These create shape without clinging. They elongate, balance, and follow your natural curves with reverence. Don't hide your body, dress it with respect. These 5 types of blouses may have once served you well, but if they now make you feel less confident, less comfortable, or less like yourself, it's okay to let them go. Not because you're trying to be younger, but because you're finally dressing for the woman you are today, a woman who isn't trying to prove anything, a woman who simply knows her worth. And now that we've gently opened that door, let's walk through it. In the next part, we'll explore what to embrace instead. The styles, shapes, and fabrics that elevate your elegance, support your comfort, and help you show up in the world not hidden but seen. Are you ready? There's something beautiful that happens when a woman lets go of the pressure to dress for anyone but herself. You can feel it the moment she walks into a room. Her clothes don't announce her. Her energy does. She's not louder, flashier, or trying harder. She's just present, whole, calm, herself. That's what mature style really is, not forced youth, not fashion fads, but truth, elegance, and ease woven into every thread. You see, after 60, style becomes less about being seen and more about being felt. And when you begin dressing in a way that supports your real body, your real values, and your real life, something shifts. Your wardrobe becomes a reflection of your inner peace, not a distraction from your insecurities. So let's talk about what to embrace, the style choices that actually serve the woman you are today. 1. Choose fabrics that love your skin. You deserve comfort, not just the absence of irritation, but the presence of softness. After 60, our skin becomes more sensitive, more selective about what it allows near. Rough polyester, stiff synthetics, scratchy seams? No, thank you, you've earned better than that. Choose fabrics that feel like a breath of air, a soft hug, a whisper of care. Look for cotton blends or cotton sateen, structured yet gentle. Bamboo jersey, soft, breathable, naturally antimicrobial. Viscose and modal, fluid, draping, never clingy. Silk cotton blends, luxurious and skin-loving. Linen rayon mixes cool, textured, quietly beautiful. When your blouse loves your skin, you walk differently, you move more freely, you smile without even realizing why. 2. Honor your shape with gentle structure. This is not the time in life to hide, but neither is it the time to squeeze into tightness that ignores your comfort. True elegance finds a middle path. Blouses that gently follow your shape without hugging it give you the best of both worlds. They respect your body while allowing you to feel at home in it. Look for princess seams that contour without clinging, wrap blouses that define your waist with softness, tunics that skim, not swallow, your frame, side slits that offer movement and grace, high-low hems that create flow and length. You're not asking for approval when you dress this way, you're expressing belonging to yourself. 3. Let your neckline frame your strength. The neckline of your blouse does more than you think. It draws the eye, it creates balance, it reveals or conceals just enough to shape how you're perceived. After 60, harsh, high collars can work against you, emphasizing areas you'd rather soften. But an open neckline, it lifts the face, elongates the neck, and invites connection. Try these: V-necks, graceful and slimming. Scoop necks, feminine and soft. Boat necks, elegant and refined. Notch collars, tailored without being stiff. Draped or cowl necks, luxurious, effortless movement. Necklines should never feel like barriers. They should feel like invitations to speak, to smile, to be. 4. Let color reflect your current radiance. Your skin tone may have shifted subtly. Your hair may carry more silver. Your eyes may reflect more softness, more clarity. So why wear colors that belong to another time? It's not about playing it safe, it's about playing it smart. What works beautifully now: cream, soft taupe, warm gray, quiet elegance, blush, dusty rose, soft plum, romantic, fresh. Jewel tones: sapphire, emerald, garnet, rich and flattering. Muted pastels, balanced, timeless. Deep blues: olive, burgundy, grounded and graceful. Avoid harsh neons, stark whites, or muddy tones that can wash you out. You want your blouse to lift your face, not drain it. 5. Let go of gimmicks, hold on to grace. You no longer need clothes that shout for attention. You've become the kind of woman people notice because of your quiet confidence. That's the real power of mature style. So skip the glitter, the oversized logos, the novelty prints. They don't honor the woman you are, they distract from her. Instead, look for details that are intentional: tone-on-tone embroidery, delicate lace insets, asymmetrical hems, gentle ruffles or pleats, a single mother-of-pearl button. Subtle beauty speaks louder than sparkle ever could. When you embrace this kind of style, soft, intentional, grounded, you stop dressing for approval. You start dressing for joy, for the woman in the mirror, for the body that's carried you this far, for the self you've finally come home to, because mature style isn't about rules, it's about truth. And when your wardrobe aligns with your truth, there's no stopping the beauty that radiates from you. You don't need to dress like someone else's idea of youth. You need to dress like you. Let's take a breath together and say something out loud, something no magazine cover or style ad will tell you. Looking vibrant has nothing to do with looking young. It's easy to get swept into the idea that in order to stay relevant, we must dress like we're still in our 30s, or pretend we never left our 40s. Sleeves get shorter, hems rise, logos get louder, trends move faster than we can keep up. And suddenly your wardrobe starts to feel like a costume party, but you weren't meant to be a character in someone else's narrative. You were meant to be the author of your own. So let's unravel this myth gently with honesty and grace: the trap of trend chasing. Off-the-shoulder blouses, cold shoulder cutouts, glittery slogans, puffy sleeves, loud logos, cropped cuts. You've seen them, maybe you've tried them, maybe you've even bought a few, hoping they'd help you feel younger, more current, less invisible. But here's the quiet truth: trendy doesn't always mean timeless. These styles weren't made with your body in mind, or your life. They often highlight the very things many of us would rather soften. And worse, they can leave you feeling like you're wearing someone else's energy. You don't need to mimic youth to radiate vitality, because real vibrancy doesn't come from fabric, it comes from presence. The power of authentic style. There's nothing wrong with loving fashion, and there's certainly nothing wrong with staying current. But chasing trends for the sake of keeping up only leads to exhaustion and disconnection. Instead of asking, does this make me look younger? Ask, does this make me feel more like myself? That's a powerful shift. Because when your clothing reflects who you are now, wise, grounded, beautiful, you shine in a way that no trend can imitate. How to look modern without trying too hard. You don't need to abandon style. You just need to recalibrate it to match your evolution. Here's how to stay current without losing yourself in the noise. Update with silhouettes, not shock value. A blouse with a soft asymmetrical hem or a long line tunic with side slits can feel modern without screaming for attention. Play with subtle statement details, a unique neckline, a draped sleeve, a single bold color. Let one elegant detail carry the look. Use color intentionally, a deep emerald blouse with cream trousers, a soft blush paired with pewter gray. Choose combinations that feel fresh but flattering, not overwhelming. Prioritize fit over flash. You'll always look more radiant in a blouse that fits beautifully than in one that follows a trend but leaves you fidgeting. Let movement replace tightness. Choose fabrics that move with you, silks, bamboo blends, viscose. They speak softness and fluidity, not restriction. These small shifts say, I know who I am. And that kind of confidence is more stylish than any trend. Let go of the need to prove anything. There's a subtle pressure in fashion, especially for women over 60, to keep up, to stay youthful, to not let yourself go. But let me ask you something. What if you finally let yourself come home? Come home to your body. Come home to your values. Come home to clothes that don't hide you, squeeze you, or pretend to be something they're not. You've done the work. You've lived the stories, you've walked through fire and came out softer, stronger, wiser. So why wear something that erases that? Let go of blouses that try too hard to make you look young. Embrace the ones that allow you to look alive. True vibrancy is honest, not imitated. The most vibrant women I know don't wear trendy pieces. They wear intention. They choose colors that brighten their eyes. They move in fabrics that feel like silk on the skin. They stand tall in blouses that don't try to shrink, hide, or shout. They've stopped dressing to be seen. They dress to be felt, and that's the difference. So the next time you're tempted to buy that trendy piece on the rack, pause, ask yourself, am I buying this to feel younger? Or am I choosing something that supports who I already am? Because you right now, exactly as you are enough, more than enough. Beautifully, vibrantly, unapologetically you. And the world doesn't need a younger version of you, it needs a truer one. By now, you've probably realized this was never just about blouses. It was about stepping out of the old version of yourself and into the woman you've quietly become. It was about recognizing that your wardrobe is more than fabric and thread. It's an extension of your self-respect, a gentle mirror for your grace, a daily reminder that you deserve to feel beautiful without effort and without apology. So how do you build a wardrobe from here? Not one based on rules, but on reflection. Not built around trends, but around truth. Let's begin simply with 5 kinds of blouses every woman over 60 deserves in her closet. 1. The blouse that breathes with you. Soft, breathable, effortless. A linen cotton blend tunic that floats with your every movement. It doesn't cling, it follows, it honors space and gives you some back. 2. The blouse that frames your face. A soft V-neck or scoop neck in a tone that makes your eyes brighter. The kind of blouse that brings people's attention upward to your smile, your words, your light. 3. The blouse that moves like poetry. With draped sleeves, a high-low hem, or side slits that glide as you walk. No stiffness, just fluidity, because your life flows and so should your clothing. 4. The blouse that holds meaning. A tone-on-tone embroidered blouse, a detail of lace at the cuff, a mother-of-pearl button. Nothing loud but everything intentional. A piece that feels like you. 5. The blouse that feels like coming home. You know the one, the blouse that makes you stand a little taller. That doesn't need adjusting. That makes you feel exactly like yourself, only more comfortable. Elegance after 60 is not about perfection. It's about peace with your body, your story, and your reflection. So go ahead, let go of the pieces that no longer serve you, not because you're giving up, but because you're growing in. You are not dressing for who you were, you are dressing for who you are now. And she, dear one, is worthy of every soft thread, every flowing seam, every choice made with intention, because freedom looks good on you. Stand in front of your closet for just a moment, not with judgment, but with honesty, and ask gently, does this still feel like me? Not the me from 10 years ago, not the version others expected, but the woman I am now, with silver in her hair, strength in her step, and softness in her heart. Because after 60, style is no longer about decoration. It's about declaration. Every blouse you wear is a quiet voice. Make sure it whispers something true. Let it say, I've lived, I've learned, I've loved. I'm not shrinking, I'm shining. I'm not dressing to impress, I'm dressing to express. So go ahead, donate the stiff ones, let go of the loud ones, and make space for the blouses that feel like freedom, dignity, and ease. Because at this stage of life, the most beautiful thing a woman can wear is her story, told with confidence, wrapped in style, and worn with self-respect. You are not too old, you are just in season.